Hey YouTube. I know it is dark, but I am home. I'm not at Stone Mountain Park. As you can see from the previous videos, I think one of them is still downloading. So I don't know how long it's going to take for that. But I was on live momentarily when I was in the park, but I started a little sick. Okay, I'm back. Hey, what happened to the one person? You was on here. Well, I'm back. I'm home. I'm not at Stone Mountain Park. So Blue True, I knew you was on. Oops, I knew you was on here while I was in the park. So I don't know how much you've seen, but it was kind of dark. Whew. Well, I hope y'all had a good day. My day was pretty good overall. I went to my doctor's appointment for my annual checkup physical. And I will go ahead and do my future doctor visits based on my referral. So I did get a I don't, some not pneumonia. What the hell I call it? A vaccination where you get like for 5 years. You don't have to get that um pneumonia. Not pneumonia. It's something that you're supposed to get like when you get older, like 50 and over, you get this shot where it prevents you from not getting a bad case of pneumonia. So, and then I'm going to have to get the shingles shot and a follow up of my breast exam. They found like a mass on my left breast, so I need to go and get that examined. It's been over a year since that happened, but you know, and then a colonoscopy. The doctor looked at me. She acted like I wasn't gonna go and do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to go get a colonoscopy. Oof, that'll be interesting. And and then I did my Walmart Spark today. Hey, one person, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I much appreciate it. I ain't gonna be here long. I'm not gonna be here long. So today I got a $4.56 unconfirmed tip. I hope I get it because when I was delivering all these dang groceries with customers today, even though I only did 2 deliveries. No, actually, I didn't do 2 deliveries. I actually did 3. So let me take that back. I did 3. $18.28, which was 2 customers. One was 2 orders for $9. That sucked. Even though it wasn't long, but still, it was some pretty big orders that I had to do and deliver to. And then, of course, the first one was $16.63. So I did do 3 today, but it wasn't no big orders. It was like 3 customers for one, 2 customers for the second one, and then 2 customers for the third. But those are batches, which is considered um, 3 trips total. So I only did 3. They were pretty close, but everybody had damn big bag of dog food and cases of water. Um, I want to say only one person tipped today, which was $2. One is pending, which is $4.56. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I don't know. I'll be curious to see. Usually when it's pending, the customer has like 24 hours. They could either change it or whatever the case may be. But when I looked in the back seat of my car, I somebody didn't get their little watermelon. I was, what the hell? When I looked on the floor, it was a little watermelon left. So somebody didn't get their watermelon. I said, uh-oh. And I didn't even take it out the car. It's still in the car. And they have some incentives this week. So started today till the 17th, there's the exciting morning incentives, meaning that if you deliver between 8 a.m. to 8:59, and if I complete 5 trips, I get an extra $25. So basically, I could just get up in the morning about 7:40, go to whatever store and pick it up 8 o'clock, not 7:59, but 8 a.m. up until 8:59. I will do if I do 5 in the morning. Now I could do that because I didn't do nothing this morning because I had a doctor's appointment. But if I do it tomorrow, which is the 12th, and if I do it every day this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I just do one every morning, I could get an extra $25. So I guess that's doable. But the only thing about doing those early in the morning is that either it could be a batch of 5, 6, or more, or it could be heavy things. It could be a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna try to get up in the morning and hopefully I'll get some easy ones where even if it's 2 customers, I know if I do one in the morning, that will be suffice because um, anything less, anything if it's like $6, that means that you're only going 2 miles up the street or whatever. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to do it. Now I could have, like I said, I didn't do it today. I had to go to my doctor's appointment. So I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna try to do one in the morning and try to get one in the morning so I get the extra $25, and that's basically going to carry over for the new pay period, which starts on Monday. And then what's the other incentive they got going on? Mhm. The evening incentive started today and tomorrow. Now tomorrow I only did one, but you know what? I could have really done two because I started the second one I did. I actually had started at 5:30ish. Now, if I had waited 30 minutes and then delivered it, it would have counted towards this other incentive. But I only did one between the hours of 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if I complete 3 trips, I could earn an extra $12. If it was 5 trips, I could earn an additional 13, which is $25. So tomorrow that incentive ends because it's from the 11th to the 12th. So I'm not going to really um, I may not really get that because I don't work at past 9 o'clock. Now I may be going home at 9 o'clock or whatever, but I try not to be waiting at the Walmart or wherever at 9 o'clock at night because they usually drop any orders at 9:20 or 9:40. And most of the time it could be slow or it could be one of those where you're delivering to an apartment. And I don't like to go in an apartment when it's dark and you can't see the apartment building and they live on the third floor and all that. So I don't tend to do it past. I try to get my cutoff point at at least 8:30. Before 9 o'clock, I'm on my way home. So I try not to pick up anything at the store at 9 o'clock because at that point there's really nobody there. Most people left for the day, and that's it. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can get at least um, 2 trips from those from 6 to 10. But I can see myself getting two, and those are two separate batches, not two batches in one. So we'll see what happens with that. But I still felt they should have counted that one as two today because one of the orders was dropped off. It was already after 6 o'clock, but they're not going to count that because the very first order was right before 6. So who knows? And let me see. Anything else going on? Yeah, I already earned the $40 that was passed. Did y'all know? Did y'all know that if you do Uber Eats, I don't even think it's Uber Eats. I think it's Uber. You know, Uber now do Walmart grocery deliveries. I found that out this week. So if you do Uber, and I don't know what market they do it in, but now Uber also does Walmart pickup for groceries and items from Walmart. And I do believe Sam's Club too, and some other stores. So that was interesting. I found that out this weekend when I was at one of these locations that I was in. And I asked someone, I said, "Oh, you do Walmart Spark as well?" I said, "No, I'm doing Uber." And I was like, "What? Uber?" And then, oops, did I ask a couple of them, "Do you do Walmart Spark?" They said, "No." So I gave them my referral code. And I said, "Well, I give you a referral code if you want to do Walmart Spark. You could do it too." And and then I saw what they were picking up. They were picking up a lot of big items, and I asked them, "How much you getting paid for doing that?" They were talking about six something. It wasn't a whole lot. So I was like, I don't know if they pay the same, but I was like, I don't know if those people they were ordering groceries and they may live maybe a mile or 2 miles, but I didn't hear anybody say no big amounts. So now Walmart, Sam's Club, maybe some other ones, they now also use Walmart Spark and Uber. And then there's another one called Rody. Now I've signed up for Rody years ago, but I never turned on the app for Rody because Rody, one thing I don't like about Rody is you have to put your request in that you want to pick up the item, then you have to wait 10 to 15 minutes if they accept you or not. So I don't try to do two apps. I've done Rody and I did Walmart Spark at the same time because they were so happen to be picked up the same item at the same Walmart. And I said, "Ooh, I'm picking up a Spark order and a Rody order at the same place." And then I would click it and then I say, "Okay, you got to accept it." But but I don't really turn on the Rody app and try to do Walmart Spark at the same time because now that they go in separate directions, it's possible to do Rody, but I see that being too much to do it. So maybe one day I'll test it out and see, especially if Walmart Spark is slow. But I don't know when they're slow. I want to say today seemed to be a slow day. Tuesday, you'll get some orders, but I only did 3 today, and I would have done more. But some of these people were so damn complicated today because one lady put the wrong extension of her street name. All the streets on that in that neighborhood had the same name, but the only difference was one was court, one was street, one was road. And I said, "Ma'am, I am on whatever road." And then I'm driving around trying to look. And then I called her. She was like, I said, "Ma'am, when I got there, I said, this is not, you put the wrong address. All these streets has the same name, but this street said you live on such and such court, not road." I said, "Road is in the back of you." So I guess the only way how anybody would know that is if you probably work at the post office, maybe delivered the mail. But then after that, I almost didn't give her cashews, and I drove back. So I dropped off her cashews. So I didn't do my normal spill like, "Okay, thank you for the tip," and whatever. And then the other order, it was at a Subaru car dealership. So when I get there, I asked, I said, "Is this such and such and such street, address?" They say yes. Now the items, you could tell that it was an office type of environment because they had things that you would normally have snacks if people work in the office and they hand out to people. It wasn't like regular groceries that someone would buy and have their own refrigerator and stuff. So I said, "Well, they were so damn rude at the damn Subaru place." I said, "The person name is such and such." And they just kept on like walking by like they ain't hear nothing. So I said, "Okay, well, someone ordered, and this is the company, and I don't know if they either try to look for the person, but it looked like it was supposed to go to the office." So I didn't go inside because nobody want to, nobody want to hold the door for me so I could put it inside and put it on the counter. So I left it outside on a bench, like right outside the door of the dealership, their bench. So I dropped it off, took a picture, drove off, went to the quick trip, get me some water or whatever. And then I said, "Let me go back to the Subaru to see if somebody picked up the things off the bench." When I drove back, I saw that somebody got it. So I told them, I said, "I don't know, I said, I don't have time to wait and see who it is. This is the place, this is the address, this is where it told me to drop." People act so damn stupid. They act like they don't have an office manager who orders stuff like knickknack stuff. So what they got it. Now I could have called the customer and say, "Oh, I'm here, blah blah blah." But people act like they don't want to answer the phone when you call them. And I try to call at least 2, 3 times. But as long as I'm there and I drop it off and go about my business. Then the last one I did, was not that far from where I had to go to. And it was an area, it says, "Why this thing takes me to this apartment complex?" So I called her on the phone and she said it was, and she said she lived in a duplex. Now I said, "Yes, I understand because I looked around the area, so it was a duplex." Man, let me tell y'all, in Atlanta, particularly in Norcross and certain areas in Atlanta, they just, it was so. Now, this person had like 4 cases of water, right? So I said, "Okay, what intersecting street are you next to? Because this is taking me to an apartment complex." So what it is that people are buying up these raggedy looking homes and they make them into duplexes. It'll be a big house, and then they'll split it in half. It'll be A and B. And it's not even legal. I don't think it's even registered with the post office. So I got there. I said, "Man," I said, "I'm down there." I said, "Okay, I'm here." She tells me to make a left at a dead end street. I said, "Okay, I'm here. I see a house that had a duplex. Now I'm not such and such number." Then I went the opposite way. Man, people don't know they left from their right. So when I finally got up there, all these Mexicans had all the trucks parked up in the parking lot. So I couldn't even back into the parking lot so I could park into the carport or whatever. It looked so raggedy. I should have filmed it, but I didn't. So I said, "Okay, man, is this you with the child that's on top of a truck, had a baby, a toddler, on top of a big ass truck? Just and then she had a baby in her hand, and that place that house area and stuff looking junky as hell. Then they had like this other little built-in, looked like a tree house that someone built. It was so interesting to see. So after being next to this big ass, all this dumpster area, it was a trash, just like looked like a damn junkyard more so than anybody's residential house. That's the outside. So they had everything parked up, so I could even park. And so when I got, so I said, okay, ain't no way. So the Mexican guy, he was out there. And I said, okay, here you go. Here's your stuff. I took the stuff out the back trunk. Douche, douche, douche. So then the other son, I guess he must be the son. He looked like a big ass teenager. So he come walking a little slow. I'm like, so I better get these damn groceries, shit. And that's and then I went to the other apartment, which was not that far. And then this one ain't had no bill. I was like, what is this? I called her. I said, are you at the reserve? And says, yes, I was there. I said, okay, I'm driving around, but I don't see where these apartment numbers are. So she told me, well, she just moved there. So I said, okay. I said, okay, so I'm in the apartment complex. So do I keep going up on the back or what? So she had make a left. So I made a left, then made another right, and that it was right there. Then she said, I'll come out. Then she was on the phone